Viva!
Viva!
My name is Stanley Munge. I am an activist and I'm based in Nakuru. This is the End Femicide movement in Nakuru, and today, 10th of December 2024, this is our statement. Every day this year, between 1 to 3 women and girls in Kenya have been viciously murdered by their husband, boyfriend, other men known to them including neighbors, clients, employers, employees, and other men and women in our communities. We are murdered because patriarchy and misogyny are the dominating values of Kenyan society, which means that violence against women and girls is normalized and acceptable in Kenya. We march for all the women and girls who have been murdered this year, whose names we do not know. The women whose bodies are yet to be retrieved from the garbage filled quarry in Kware, and the women whose bodies were retrieved but are yet to be identified. The woman who was found dismembered in Roysambu on 15th January, Rita Waeni. The women and girls killed in FGM all through the year. The woman who was murdered and dumped along the road at Vipingo on November 18th. The Catholic nun who was murdered in Rongo. The unnamed woman found along the Kisumu-Busia road on 22nd October. The woman beaten to death by her boyfriend in Soweto on 1st February. The 78-year-old woman killed in Kasarani on or around 12th November. Because we recognize that femicide is the most extreme form of gender-based violence against women and girls, we march to show solidarity with all the women and girls who have been survivors of gender-based violence this year, including women and girls who are survivors of sexual, physical, and psychological violence, including rape, incest, and sexual harassment, physical assault using hands, weapons and tools, hot water, acid or fire, domestic violence and intimate partner violence, stalking and doxing, but to name a few. We also march for those who we have lost indirectly to gender-based violence, including the 16-year-old girl in Kisii County who committed suicide after being physically, sexually, and verbally assaulted by Chief Simon Osano. Finally, we march to reinforce our demands. Viva comrades, viva!
Viva!
Viva comrades, viva!
Viva comrade, viva!
Viva!
Women's power!
Power!
Women's power!
Power!
So my name is Hassan Adeko, a feminist, a human rights defender. Today we mark the International Human Rights Day, and one of the greatest human rights that a man, a living person must enjoy is the right to life, isn't it? And as we celebrate human rights today, we are also trying to put to the spotlight the femicide cases that we have been experiencing in this country from January until today, where we are trying to mourn, to remember, and to console those who have lost their loved ones. We say the human right, especially the right to life, it is the only right that nobody else is supposed to take it from you. Only God has an authority to take your life. And as we march today, it's an opportunity to put the society, the community, and the government to be on the guard and to put actions that will ensure that we actually end femicide in Kenya, and particularly in Nakuru. Because as we are speaking today, Nakuru has been on the spotlight because we have at least 12 cases of femicide that have been reported between October and November. Currently, even we don't have data for the month of November and December. And if we were to consolidate all the data together, we'll discover that there are so many women who have died, either in the hands of their spouses. We have talked about intimate partners as well as their relatives. 70% of violence cases are actually caused by people whom we live with in our own houses. So they are our husbands, they are our boyfriend, and our intimate partners. So they have a responsibility, together with the government and power holders, to ensure that we are able to confront the evil of femicide in Kenya. Viva, comrade, viva!
Viva!
Women's power!
Power!
Let's end femicide!
Let's end femicide! Say no.
Viva!
Viva!
Viva, comrade, viva!
Viva!
Say no to femicide!
Say no to femicide!
Kwa majina ni Doris Acheng, a Nakuru County activist. champion of end femicide in Nakuru County. Yangu ningependa tu kusema it's high time Nakuru na Kenya mzima tuendelee kupigana vita dhidi ya femicide, because in Nakuru tuko na Nakuru girls na wanawake wanauliwa sana. Tunafaa kufocus na mambo ya wanawake, rights za wanawake. Ukiangalia vizuri kesi nyingi za femicide, kesi mingi za violence zinakawia sana kotini. Tungependa tutengewe kesi so that hata kesi ikiwa kotini, mimi ndio nimeumizwa na complain, nisikufe moyo, nisione kama kesi imeenda miaka mingi, nione kama ile uchungu ilikuwa kwa roho yangu pia imepungua, ama niamue kuforgive, because that person akiforgiviwa kesho atadhulumu mtu mwingine. So cases kama hizo pia zingeangaliwa. Ya pili pia maisha ya wanawake isilinganishwe kama same na ya kuku, because every now and then unapata wanawake mtu ametupwa. Siku hizi hata ukiamka unashindwa who is next, because hatujui ni vita ya nini inapigana. Unapata mtu ni bibi na bwana, mtu ni spouse wa mtu anaua mtu. So mimi ningependa vitu kama hizo ziadresiwe kwa kina sana, especially in Nakuru. Nakuru imekuwa kama dumping site. There's some women unapata wametolewa kama Nairobi. Mtu anakuja ameuliwa, ametupwa Nakuru. So kitu kama hiyo inaonyesha alarm hii in Nakuru. Sisi tungependa hiyo mambo ya femicide itiliwe manani na tuangalie sana, because it is too much. Ningependa hii historia 16 days of activism. Isikuwe only 16 days. We have 360 days ya kuishi. So 365 days ya kuishi. So ningependa hii mambo ya end femicide, mambo ya GBV iadresiwe for 365 days, not only 16 days.
One thing, we are here for the 16 days of gender violence activism in Nakuru. What we would like to urge the women leaders, like Nakuru, we are known kama Nakuru girls. You should kindly try and pass some bills that will assist women here in Nakuru, because Nakuru kumejaa kesi mingi za gender based violence. Tunaomba kama vile kuko na koti ya traffic, kama kunaweza kuwa pia na koti itengwe kando ya kudeal na hizi kesi za gender based violence, kwa zimekuwa mingi sana hapa Nakuru. Each and every day you wake up, kuna kesi, mama amedhulumiwa, mtoto amefanyiwa kitu. Kindly, we are just asking the women leaders in Nakuru, tafuteni tu nafasi pale kwa parliament, mkipata nafasi mtengeneze koti ikuwe specially ya kudeal na maneno ya gender based violence. Women should not live in fear. Ati kesho ujui kama utauawa. Kindly, we the Nakuru leaders and activists, we are trying to ask kindly if you can assist us and demand, wacha niseme to demand for action to be taken. Tusishinde kotini kila saa mpaka kesi inapotelea in between, unachoka, unashinda umedhulumiwa, unashinda ukithreteniwa. Kindly, leaders in Nakuru, kama unajua uko na uwezo, tafadhali tusaidie na tusaidiane, and we demand for better services that will assist us women tuweze kupigania wenzetu. Again, we are asking the Christians and Muslim leaders pia wajaribu kuongelelea kwa makanisa, pia anga in the community, courtesy of maybe matatizo 2-3 nyumbani inaleta hizo gender based violence. So they should try and talk to the congregation wherever they are in churches.
End femicide.
End femicide.
End femicide.
End femicide.
We are mothers, we are wives, we are aunties, we are girlfriends. We deserve to live. Our lives matters. We don't deserve to be killed. Sisi ni wanawake na tunataka dhulma dhidi ya wanawake na wasichana ikome nchini Kenya. So in solidarity with all women in Kenya, we stand together. We said that our lives matters. End femicide.
End femicide.
End femicide.
End femicide.
Stop gender-based violence.
Stop gender-based violence.
Thank you.